name is Brad Hackett. I am the Director of Recruiting and Safety here at Jett Express. Super quick background on me. I spent the first 10 years of my career on the trucking operations side of the business, starting as a dispatcher right out of college, promoted to ops manager, and then director of operations in various capacities over my career those first 10 years, and then shifted about 2020, transitioned to this wild world that we're in driver marketing, recruiting, onboarding, retention, safety, compliance. That list just goes on and on there. But I've had the pleasure of working with several different carriers, both full-time and in a consultative capacity during those years, of carriers all the way from one truck to 40, 50 trucks, 250 trucks, and 1,000 trucks plus. So I've really had the benefit of seeing all ins and outs of different sectors of our business, different systems used in this space, and overall there about me. But the company as a whole had a lot of opportunity. Prior to me coming on board, Jett Express had no advertising strategy. It was really impressive they were able to build over the last several decades to the size and the reputation that they have here in our specific niche, but never have done any robust advertising externally. They were rocking a piece of paper and a PDF driver application. So having that where the drivers had to physically come in and fill out all of those forms. But not to mention, they also had 5 open driver spots to be filled as soon as possible. That may not sound like a ton for a lot of larger carriers out there, but having over 10% of your fleet being open and needing to be filled leads to a ton of operational struggles of getting freight covered, making sure that equipment is utilized effectively, et cetera there. And then in addition, unfortunately, they had a really sparse and broken and manual disqualification file management for the drivers. They were assuming a third party was taking care of everything, but there was not a lot of organization and ownership and follow-up. And then lastly, they had a stack about this tall of documentation for the drivers to review, drivers to fill out for the onboarding experience. So overall, a lot of opportunity to just come in and bring some efficiency and organization to the processes. A couple things that really caught my eye to consider double nickel over the competition was again, with me having multiple roles and having so much on my plate across those different roles, having the ability to automate that communication flow and the prospect management of the top of funnel and working them through that hiring funnel throughout was absolutely huge. A couple of the features that are within the platform that continue to improve is the automation and customizability that I have to build that communication pipeline effectively from my end. Having the ability to call a candidate, leave an automatically recorded voicemail, have an automated set of texts that I've got set up that are nice, professional, and personalized, and set up that automation around my workflow that is very much not a AI robot or something that is a email that goes deep in their spam folder. Very personalized, very touch point, and very efficient as far as me managing a big pipeline of drivers and working them through each of those steps during our onboarding pipeline throughout. So that caught me from initially from the outside, and then getting that started. That's been amazing so far. I also love the organization and the layout of the platform. Again, some of the competition I've used in the past, they're great. They have their pros and their cons, but trying to find stuff and having things laid out in a really modern and efficient layout for my workflow, ease of access, and organization of data has been absolutely phenomenal with Double Nickel. Yeah, some of those improvements, again, internally, we had a big problem with me coming in. One, digitizing our application, taking that piece of paper and PDF from years ago and getting that in a really clean mobile application for those drivers to fill out efficiently. and then getting that fed into an efficient platform that I could manage the effectiveness, the communication, gathering all of those documents, those background screen reports, everything, and taking that giant stack of papers, getting that nice and clean, digitized in a manageable platform has been absolutely huge. Getting all that completely visible to my peers, that operations needs to know when those drivers are coming in, what their experience looks like, what the timing looks like. Having all that's been huge. Other than that, we had 5 open driving positions, no platform, and a big mountain to climb. And I'm really happy with what we've been able to accomplish, bringing in Double Nickel, partnering with an ad agency, and getting everything, all that solid advertising in motion. We partnered with KJ Media. It's been fantastic. We got the word out quickly. And in the first month together, it's been amazing. I've got all my positions filled, and I'm proudly on a wait list for every single position that we've got moving forward. From a cost per hire perspective, anybody that's been in this space knows when you get a brand new campaign going, it takes some time to go through the learning phase, get some momentum, and that zero starting point is a hill to climb in itself. But bringing that, we took what I've typically seen is that 21-ish days of a lead coming in to the point of hire, cutting at least a week off of that in almost every case that we've got. And I'm already under like the industry benchmarks of a cost per hire. And with that being a brand new campaign, a brand new ATS platform, been more than impressed with the cost per hire and the timing aspects that we've been able to deliver with KJ Media and Double Nickel for our pipeline. Yeah, my experience has been great. I am a feedback machine, which probably to a fault sometimes of just my experience in working with so many platforms. But with that, the Double Nickel engineer and support team has been A+ on all areas in my regard. It's no secret, Double Nickel is a new platform. There are things that are constantly evolving. Me also figuring out the differences compared to the competition that I'm used to and more comfortable in using 10 Street and Driver Reach prior. With that being said, there's been too many items to count, the big features and small fixes as well, but they've led to what I'm used to is like hours, days, or sometimes weeks and months of getting that feedback, not seeing it delivered, where Double Nickel's been able to deliver really quickly on things already based off that feedback. Not only quick fixes, but also some big feature launches has been really great to see. Yeah, short and sweet answer here, 100%. I would recommend just carriers from a small side, getting one platform to do everything that you need to do. And even into larger teams and teams of recruiters, having a platform that you can set up all of that visibility, custom communication, organization, already having the integrations in with background screen providers and getting a really efficient view and organization for your DQ file for your driver. The team really here has done a solid job going about what I feel like the right way, getting a ton of feedback before the product even launches, constantly listening and hearing feedback now that it's live with those customers, and then implementing based off that feedback, continued support of quick fixes and continued long-term vision of big product releases as well. But overall, I can't recommend Double Nickel enough for a carrier that's looking to bring structure, organization, and overall efficiency to their driver recruiting, compliance, and onboarding functions within their company.